Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he should have old turning the key. Knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? One that went the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Knock, knock, knock. This place is too cold for them. I'll devil porter it no further.
Was it so late ere you went to bed that you lie so late?
No, sir. We were carousing to the second cock. And drink, sir. Drink is a great provoker of three things.
What three things?
Marry, sir. Nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lecture, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire and takes away the performance. Therefore, lecture could say to be an equivocator with drink. It makes him, it mars him, it sets him on, takes him off. It persuades him and disheartens him, makes him stand to and not stand to.
I think drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir. On the very throat of me.
Is thy master stirring?
Aye.
Good morrow.
Good morrow.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet. He did command me to call timely upon him. I've almost slipped the hour. I'll bring you to him now. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call, for 'tis my appointed service.
Does the king hence today?
He does. He did appoint some.
The night has been unruly, and we lay our chimneys are blown down, and, as they say, lamenting heard in the night strange screams of death. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
Horror! Oh, horror! Confusion hath made this masterpiece.
What's the matter?
Murder hath broke open the Lord's anointed temple and stolen thence the life of the building.
The life? What is to say?
Mean you his majesty?
Do not bid me speak. See and speak yourself. Awake! Awake! Murder and treason! Malcolm Donalbain! Banquo! Awake! Shake off this downy sleep, death's counterfeit, and look upon death itself. Look upon doom's great image. Fleance, Banquo, rise as if from your graves, and walk like spirits to countenance this horror. Ring the bell!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Speak! Speak!
Gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. Oh, Banquo! Banquo, our royal master's murdered.
Oh, lass, what in our house?
Too cruel anyway. Did have I pity? Contradict thyself and say it is not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this instant there is nothing serious in mortality. Renown and grace is dead.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it.
Your royal father's murdered.
By whom?
Those of his chambers, it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. There lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. There the murderers, steeped in the colours of their trade. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make love known?
Look to the lady. Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together to question this most bloody piece of work, to know it forward. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against the undivulged pretence I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
Soul.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them.
Out to England.
To Ireland, aye. Our separated fortune shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers in men's smiles.
This murderous shaft has been shot, not yet lighted. Therefore, to horse.
Let's not be dainty with leave-taking.
Shift away.
How goes the world, Macduff?
Why? See you not?
It's known who did this more than bloody deed.
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Oh, last the day. What good could they expect?
They were suborned. Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's sons, are fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
And 'tis like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's already been named and gone to Scone to be invested.
Were you to Scone?
No, cousin. I'll home to Fife.
Well, I will thither.
No. May you see things well done there. Adieu.
Thou hast it now. King, Cawdor, Glamis, all as the weird women promised. And I fear thou playedst most foully for it. Yet it was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there comes truth from them, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope?
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been a gap in our great feast.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with a most indissoluble tie forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
Is't far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt here and supper.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, but filling their hearers with strange invention. But more of that tomorrow. Pray to your horse. Adieu, till you return again tonight. Goes Flowers with you?
Aye, my lord.
I wish your horse is swift and sure of foot. Farewell. To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep, and in his royalty of nature he hath a wisdom that doth guide his valour to act in safety. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked. We'll keep ourselves till supper time alone. Till then, God be with you. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren sceptre in my grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If this be so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them the gracious Duncan have I murdered. Enter. Was it not yesterday we spoke together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well then now, have you considered of my speeches? Know you that it was he, in times past, which held you so under fortune, which you had thought had been our innocent self?
You made this known to us.
Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospel to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bowed you to the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue you go for men. Now if you have a station in the file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it, and I will put this business in your bosoms, whose execution doth take your enemy off. Grapples you to the heart and love of us, who wear our health but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows and buffets of the world have so incensed that I am reckless what I do to spite the world.
And I another.
Both of you know Banquo as your enemy.
Aye, my lord.
Aye.
So is he mine. And though I could with barefaced power sweep him from my sight and bid my will avouch it, yet I must not. For certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I may not drop. And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command.
Though our lives...
It must be done tonight, and some way from the palace, and with him to leave no rubs nor botches in the work. Fleance, his son that keeps him company, must embrace the same fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart.
We are resolved, my lord.
Advise them where to plant themselves.